Dark Age of Camelot, the MMORPG that made PvP fun with their RVR system, is still kicking along, and they have announced a brand new event. This sounds pretty awesome. Now, this event will take place on June 11th at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Ywain server, which these days is the main server. If you have an old character on an older server, Ywain is where your toon should be now. The population for Dark Age of Camelot Live is much lower than it used to be, of course, but it's far from being completely dead, although I worry that it is close. If everyone remembers the private server Phoenix that is now shut down, probably remembers that its population was soaring, which in my opinion proves that with a well-done throwback server, you can bring in a crowd. The reason I'm talking about this is because another way to bring in the crowd is to have events that entices people to want to come back or to continue playing, and this is what they're doing on June 11th. An event that will have all three realms able to enter the dungeon Darkness Falls at the same time. Now, normally, Darkness Falls is only available to the winning side, and the other two realms are locked out. It's kind of the reward for winning the realm war, and Darkness Falls has extremely good XP, drops, and of course the chance for PvP combat. But Nathan, you may be asking, how can there be PvP combat if the other realms are locked out? Well, if you were in Darkness Falls when it switched hands, you will still be in there as the other realms start pouring in when it switches hands. Or others tend to log out in Darkness Falls, hoping to log back in to get some kills. Not to mention just how huge this dungeon is. Now, each realm has their own spot where they enter the dungeon. The entrance for the dungeon isn't the same for everybody, so it's kind of shaped like a triangle as far as where each of the three realms comes into Darkness Falls. Alright, so with all that Darkness Falls stuff explained, the event should make more sense now, since all three realms don't normally have access at the same time. There will be someone from the Dark Age of Camelot team, from what I understand, meeting for each realm. I'll get to their names in a minute. So Albion, Midgard, and Hibernia at their own separate entrances from their realms to lead the charge down into the depths of Darkness Falls, and the armies of each side will clash throughout the dungeon. And during this event, there will be a 50% RP bonus. RPs being the XP for PvP to further along your character. If you're more familiar with EverQuest, think of RPs as AAs. Now, Timbuktu will gather the Albions, Herorius will gather the Hibernians, and Legion will gather the Midgards at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And they say that Darkness Falls will be open an hour early to get everyone in and organized. This sounds like a fantastic time to have in Dark Age of Camelot, and although I still say that a classic server is the way to go, we do have announcements incoming on the DAOC Twitch channel later today. They did announce a different kind of server that is coming, and I expect some more information on that, which I will cover right here on the channel, make a video about it as long as there's any kind of juicy bits. But running events like this is super fun in my opinion, and a great way to bring some life back into an older MMORPG. I'll be back to talk more Dark Age of Camelot, but before I do, let's take a minute to thank the members of Napalm, and then I'll be right back. Real quick, before we continue, I want to say thank you to the members of Napalm. You are the sponsors of this video and channel. These are the brave heroes who have stepped forth and pledged, making everything I do possible. Thank you. If you are interested in becoming a member of Napalm with exclusive perks, please click the join button down below for a list of options. And I want to give a very special thank you to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, We Toke Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Not Sid, Sparrow, Carsonic, and Christopher Hensel. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Now on to the video. Dark Age of Camelot has seen better days for sure, and without a new expansion since forever and only small patches, and the fact that Camelot Unchained isn't going so hot, I think there is still an opportunity here. If they could update the UI, do another graphic pass, perhaps start with character models and slowly start revamping the frontiers, I think they could gain a crowd to come back. There will likely never be a mass surge of players like the old days without a completely new game such as a sequel, but that is feeling like an impossibility see at this point. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this new event, and do you think there will be any cool announcements today from the DAOC Twitch announcement stream thing today? Are you playing Dark Age of Camelot? Or tell me of some memories, or shout out your name, realm, and server from the golden days. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing for more MMORPG entertainment, and hit that like button to help with the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming.